Welcome back to Freeman's Bass Bunker. I'm Matt Freeman. Okay, today we're going to talk about this bass. This is my 91 or 92 Epiphone that I played on the first Rancid 7-inch and also Rancid's first full-length record. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this bass. Like I said in the intro, it's either 91 or 92. I was thinking about it. I probably bought it in 91, so let's just call it a 91. And this is just a pretty cheap Epiphone. I bought it in Guitar Center in Berkeley, and it used to be actually white. And I ended up painting it black, but I'll go into that in the next part of the video. But anyway, yeah, I was looking for something different, and I was a fan of this pickup configuration. It has a P bass pickup and a jazz bass pickup. This was really popular in the 80s. And so, you know, this is just a decent bass, and it sounded good. I played it on the first Rancid 7-inch, played it on the first Rancid record, did great. Then I sort of moved on to other stuff. I got a different bass, and this just sort of, you know, sat. And then around, I don't know, 94, early 95 maybe, a friend of mine, a guitarist friend of mine, was moving to the East Coast, and he had to get rid of a bunch of stuff, and he was moving into some small apartment, and he wanted to downsize. And I actually had this combo amp. It was a Music Man HD 130, the 212, really loud, nice amp. And he was interested in that, and he had this Marshall head, and it really wasn't a fair trade. So I said, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll take the Marshall head and I'll give you the amp and I'll give you this bass. And it's, you know, when I didn't even really think about it, I should have probably thought about it, but I did. And he's like, yeah, so great. So he goes off to Connecticut and takes that, and I've got the Marshall head. That Marshall head was some sort of 70s head. I can't really remember. It's probably worth $10,000 now. But Lars played it for a while, and then it broke, and then it just sort of sat in my closet. And then about 2 years after that, he came back from the Bay Area on a trip or something. He goes, oh yeah, I wish I had that Marshall head. I miss it. And I'm like, well, it's yours. There it is. Take it. You know, it's broken. Sorry, whatever, you know. And okay, so then that was the end of that. So I always sort of regretted getting rid of the bass, but then I was like, you know, whatever, it's gone. I didn't even think about it. So about 20 years after that, in like, I don't know, 2014, 15, my friend moved back to the Bay Area, and we were out one day talking. I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have traded you that bass. I missed that bass. I played it on the first couple Rancid records. And he's like, oh, I still have it. I actually brought it out here from Connecticut, and I actually got the amp too, if you want that. And I'm like, great. So I took those back, and they were both in pretty bad shape. I don't know, I think they're probably stored someplace with a lot of moisture because there was some rust on the amp. I ended up actually fixing that. And then this had obviously been in its case for a long, long time, and it was sort of corroded, and it didn't really play hardly at all. The neck was sort of tweaked. The frets were a mess. The volume pots were like scratchy. One was practically frozen, and I don't know. So I played it, and I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the bass. And then I just sort of forgot about it. And I always meant to get it going. And then I started doing this channel. I started pulling out stuff, and I'm like, oh, I got to get this going. So finally, my friend Anders Aho, great tech for Rancid, Slayer, Kerry King, expert tech, he came home on a break, and I gave it to him. And I said, look, I don't want to do a full restoration. Just clean it up and make it play. He actually didn't have to do that much. He cleaned up the frets quite a bit in the neck, and he adjusted the neck, and he raised the action a little bit, and he got these pots working and everything, and now it sounds really good, and it plays like it used to. So yeah, so that's about it. Cool story. I'm glad I have it back. I'm going to show you up close what's going on, and then we'll play it. Okay, so I'm going to do a close-up on this bass and show you what's going on. So as you can see, this used to be white. And it wasn't this cool yellowish white. I don't know how well you can see that with the camera. It used to be like a really bright white. And they didn't have a black one. So I got the white one. I didn't really like it. So I decided to spray paint it black. So I just went out and got the cheapest can of black gloss I could. And then obviously didn't prime it or anything. It just sort of like badly taped these parts off and just sprayed it. And, you know, it looks, you know, it is what it is. So if you turn it around here, and here's the front of it, and as you can see, you know, again, badly taped parts, but, you know, the pickups are a little getting corroded. We've got the pots here. I don't know if that came stock, the washer. I might have added that. might have broke or something. I don't know. So you've got tone, volume, and volume for each pickup. Obviously had a sticker here. There's the carved in Rancid. And then this is a pretty cool part. I actually remember doing this. We were playing a show in Berkeley, and I was bored backstage, and I got a hold of a yellow paint pen, and I just wrote "Built for Speed" in my bad cursive. And, you know, it's, I guess, I don't know, it's sort of like that Stray Cats record, probably a tribute to the Stray Cats because I love the Stray Cats. So then you go up, and as you can see, like I said before, Anders really got these frets going really nice. He really, like, worked the neck, and it's really nice. And then again, you can sort of see that yellowish color a little better what it's turned into. It was not this color when I got it. This is all age. But, yeah, it says Gibson in there, Epiphone, and yeah, so that's about it. Okay, so here we go. So like I said, it has these two pickups. So it has, I'm gonna just play it all full out. So this is how I used to play it all the time, just everything up. Okay, so. Yeah, that sounds like the record all right. Let's see what else is on that record. Oh, that was sort of sloppy, but... Yeah, so yeah, that sounds like it is. It's pretty cool. Like, one cool thing about this bass is, and one thing I liked when I got it is, a lot of times when you have this two pickup setup, the Precision and the Jazz pickup, the Jazz pickup's output was like significantly lower, so you can never really play the Jazz pickup on its own. It'd always have to be in combination. But I don't know, the engineers at Epiphone / Gibson basically did, I don't know, they made the outputs pretty much the same, so check it out. So turn off that bass, you still have that, and if you turn off the back pickup, I guess it's a little louder, but yeah. I didn't say before, actually, Epiphone is a Gibson company, and it actually says Gibson up there, so I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it definitely sounds like it sounds, and it actually plays really good now. Anders did a great job here. The neck's a little flatter than most P basses. I don't know, maybe because this thing goes down like that, I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's in pretty good shape. Okay, so there you go. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.